What's happening, people? Welcome back to another live stream. We've got a big show today. Got my boy on, we got AJ on. You can come on. I ain't coach here as well, just joined in. Make sure, subscribers up, liking the stream, all that good stuff, man. When people flood in here, we need to boost the numbers up. Have a good chat, man. Talk football. That's what it's all about. And do you always follow what you want to do? I started this literally 2 weeks ago, just on a whim. I'll be consistent now and keep posting. So big up all the man that will join. So we got Chris on, AJ. We got, of course, got a big one like Coach. What's everyone telling me, man? What are you telling me?
Big up, Chuz, man. Appreciate you.
Yo, who else is there? Is that Chris?
Yeah.
Yo, what up, Chris? Everything good?
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah. Come on.
Okay. I thought I was on mute for a second.
Cool.
Well, shout out your page. What's going on? What are you doing?
Oh yeah, follow me on TikTok. It is just the Footy Sage. The same thing that is. But yeah, Footy Sage everywhere. Just to discuss everything and anything football. Not just Man United, because those guys give me stress. So yeah, we're talking about
Join the club, bro.
All the same.
Football is stress, man. Football in itself is stress.
Couch, talk to us, man. What are you saying? I know you upload. Let them know where they can find you.
Just Couch Critic on YouTube. I'm on Twitter too. Same thing, Couch Critic. Just do the match reviews for the Chelsea games. But men of job hunting, so I can only really do maybe one a week. So yeah, but it's pretty in depth. I try and do a tactical review of those games and try and break down areas where the team was good or conversely where they weren't good, and try and highlight that best as I can.
Yeah, what about you, AJ, bro?
Yeah, you could catch me on TikTok too. Just a little light thing that I do as well. I mainly do just quick previews or game reviews, no more than like 60 or 90 seconds, just packing in a bunch of little information in a short amount of time. So you know how TikTok does.
Yeah, bro, you have to, man. But yeah, main thing is follow everyone, subscribe to this channel. Every week we go live with different guests or myself on games, whatever, talking points. And obviously the main talking point right now is a massive one. Because obviously Chelsea, embarrassingly, lose to Middlesbrough during the week. And unfortunately, we've got ourselves in a situation where even Couch, who's the most, because you don't know about him yet, he has more of a, let's say, balanced view than everyone else right now, because everyone's like POCH OUT mainly, most people. Put himself in a position where if we don't win tomorrow, it could be cutting to even people like Couch backing him. So first thing we've got for you, man, to dive into is, should Poch be sacked if we don't win tomorrow? For the context, we've got Fulham at home. I think if we win and the teams around us don't win, we could end up in around 7th, I think it is. And that's not too far away from like top 6, obviously, points-wise as well. So let's just say, AJ, tomorrow, Chelsea perform, but we don't get the win and we draw. Would that be enough for you to be like, yeah, that's it? Because I've seen enough. I've tried backing him. Like, I've given me excuses, injuries, What would you say? Like, would you be like, yeah, like, if he left tomorrow, I wouldn't really mind? How are you feeling?
This guy is stressful, man. Like, just the fact that we got to answer these type of questions is just ridiculous. But I feel like I became fully POCH out after that Middlesbrough game. And it's not only because of that game. It's just been a buildup of mistake to me, mistake after mistake after mistake, or just, just annoying things. So I think the only thing with the Fulham game, even though this is our best chance now to move up the table finally. I don't know who background that is, but I hear something. But I think just because we have that Middlesbrough tie coming up, I think after that tie will probably be the one that decides if he should go. So I think.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah,
you're saying like because we lost, he can redeem himself, and if he doesn't, it's like, cool.
So, but this weekend is like a subplot, because we've been shaky in the Premier League anyway. So it's like we need this win. So it's like basically he has to win every game at least for like the next like 3-4 games just to even get back on people's good side, you know.
And the problem is he never actually does that. He never gets those wins. He doesn't really seem to like put his foot on the pedal and like keep
Nope.
moving forward. It's always like, do you know what I mean? It's always like stop, start.
Yep.
And it's just like, at what point? That's what the question's there. At what point do you just go, maybe it is better to get rid of him? You know, like maybe it is better just to get rid of him and just see what someone else could do. Couch, if you're there, like obviously,
I'm here. I'm
we
surprised.
spoke literally last week.
Did I miss anything?
Yeah,
Froze
and
out.
I don't think I said anything different. I'm not going to say anything different from what I said last week. Like I keep on trying to harp on the fact that this playing staff lacks consistency. You get consistency when you have a veteran squad. We have the youngest team in the Prem. You can't expect consistency from young teams. That's first and foremost. I think that anyone at the board level, anyone of the directors will know that, especially after last season's debacle when we had a veteran team, right? So for me, it's not about whether or not he's going to win and lose games. It's just whether or not we're going to see the progression from the players that are the money players in this squad. That's what I've been harping on for the last like at least week and a half now. You know, we have to coax great performances out of our better players. And if he can't do that, then he's not the manager for us. So the likes of Enzo, the likes of Caicedo, the likes of Mudryk, all these guys that we put, paid a mint for, if he can't get performances out of these guys, something's not right, because for me, it's obviously gone beyond just like wins and losses when you think about how many injuries have taken hold of the squad right now. A squad that finished 10th last year, tried to address the differences by, hitting the transfer window and bringing in players that can help us now. But we've just had so many injuries. Like anyone who thought that Caicedo or, Lavia or Nkunku wouldn't be a part of the squad into January right now, like think about what that would mean for this squad. Like Jackson was an afterthought. Nobody was thinking that Nicholas Jackson was going to come here and be, the center forward. That's going to. Nobody thought that. Nobody thought that. It was all Nkunku. Everyone hitched their wagon to Nkunku. The guy hasn't kicked ball barely. So I can't.
Even Poch has pitched his wagon to Nkunku.
Well, he has to because he has to. He has no choice right now because we have such a young squad and no goals. It's simple. It's simple to me. You get this squad healthy, then we can start talking about what this guy's doing that lead to wins and losses. You get like a few of those players back, even like I'm talking about 2 or 3 of those names back, like even a Chilwell, even obviously a Lavia would be nice. Obviously Nkunku. You get those 3 guys back. And then we can start talking about what this guy's actually trying to do tactically. But right now, we don't have a strong enough bench. We have a bunch of kids on the bench. Same thing at Middlesbrough. How do you expect to change the game with like two senior players on the bench? And when I say senior, I mean like Broha and Mudryk. like those are considered senior players right now in the constructs of this team right now. But the rest of the bench was a bunch of kids and 2 goalies. So how do you change the game?
Go on, AJ. What are you going to say there?
I'm saying, I understand how do you change the game, but he started the game wrong to begin with. And that, to me, that's the main problem. Why are you starting with a false 9 against Middlesbrough? Why are you starting with a 3?
You can say that.
Why are you starting with a 3-man midfield against Middlesbrough? We need to attack. We need to be brave. We need to act like
put Cole Palmer up front, didn't he?
Did you guys see that lineup and think that wasn't a lineup good enough to beat Middlesbrough? Like Ridley? Like when you saw that lineup?
I was worried about the goals.
When I saw Cole Palmer up front, I said, "You're not scoring."
Okay, so you thought that Broha was going to get us goals?
I mean, Broha scored the game before that.
I just thought you just needed an actual
so did Cole Palmer.
Yeah,
ever void of one right now, right?
There you go, couch critic. So play them where they were playing. Why are you changing it up? It's overthinking. It's doing too much. Keep it.
So simple. You guys, literally everyone that I talked to in our chat and whatnot, everyone that saw that lineup said that is good enough to win. We're winning this game. We should be winning this game. And then in hindsight now, we're talking about like, oh well, he should have did this. He should have did this. Like it was a good enough lineup to win that game. We had about 4 or 5 gilt edge opportunities to score and put the match to bed. Let's not forget
You ever
that.
took a test that said choose the best answer?
Nah, I don't take tests like that.
Okay, so then
I take multiple choice.
You know what I'm talking about. Choose
Here's
the
the
best
options you have.
answer.
Okay,
That was not the best answer. That was an okay answer. Good job, Pochettino, but it's not the best answer. It's
I
not.
don't think I don't know how you can look at the performances of Broha and say that he's the best option at striker when he had like every game before that he scored the game before a wide open header. Yeah, great, he scored, bang, you have to put it in. But like every game before that guy's been missing in action and void. And you're saying that in a cup semifinal you want to play him there just because he is a striker.
Right, couch.
When you have,
yes,
like, come on, guys, man. Let's just be real here, man.
Chris. Obviously, you've heard AJ and Couch already disagree. It's interesting to hear because obviously I come from an impartial point of view where I can see where AJ's coming from in terms of the players can't be this bad, 10th, losing to Middlesbrough, who are 12th in the championship, by the way. And then Couch, on the other hand, is agreeing with that, but he's more leaning on the idea of, is Berger that good anyway? Like, how much could you get out of a stone, right? So it's like, that's what he's saying. So do you think that, for example, that tomorrow if we don't win, can Couch keep saying, oh yeah, the players just aren't good enough? Or is AJ's point just
the thing is with Poch is that I've got a bone to pick with Poch because I wouldn't get rid of him personally, and the worst manager. But the thing is with Poch, that it pisses me off, and a lot of modern day managers do this, is that he keeps changing his lineup. I don't think he's played the same team twice in a row. That's what's getting on my nerves. Like,
yeah, a lot of that has to do with injury, though, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but even if it's just like certain players, like just certain combinations.
I think it's his camera, boys.
Oh, is he chopping?
I think his camera's making his and it kind of messes up your
configuration. Yeah.
Okay. But I think who I was about to say is what, like, I agree with AJ's nodding his head. It's literally just he's not playing the same team. So even though there's injuries, and obviously you can't play in Kuka every week if he's out for 10 weeks. But the point is, when there's players that he can play in the right position, he still doesn't do it. Like Cole Palmer just didn't need to play up front the other day, even though he can play there. I think that's what he's going to say. He's back now. But
yeah, I don't know what happened. But what I was saying, sorry, let me just finish. Yeah. Where was I? Yeah. Poch just keeps changing their lineup, and even if it's not to do with injuries, like he'll just change it. If you lose one game, he'll just change at least one person in the attack in the next game. It's not necessary. And one thing that really gets on my nerves is, I'm sorry, I don't care if he's not the best. Yeah, we didn't even get to see him play enough. Ian Maatsen cannot be any worse than Kukurea and Colwill. Why is he gone on loan to Dortmund? Because I'm sorry, Colwill's not a left back. Every time I see him there, I get angry. Every time I see Colwill at left back, it gets me mad.
Couch.
And I'm sure that Maatsen, I didn't even watch Burnley play, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm sure apparently he was like he was in the team in the season or something with the championship.
Yeah, he was.
Burnley got promoted.
Season in the championship, yeah.
And he can't play left back.
I think that's what.
So I mean, it's little things like that. Poch, he just runs. He does what Ten Hag done at the start of the season, but which is annoying. Like, he just run away from his philosophy. Like, you've lost a few games, and now he's just trying to keep his job safe.
It's true, Couch. You can't disagree with that. Where he's saying, is Maatsen worse than the players he was playing before? Who's more naturally to play like left back, for example? Maatsen, who actually does play there, he may not be the best left back in the league, or Colwell, who's clearly a centre back, hasn't got much pace.
Yeah, there's no debating that. There's no debating that. Okay, like, I can't really make the argument for Poch playing players that can't play the position in that position when he has obviously a younger player. And like, again, when you look at the squad, like, the squad's young and you want to put like Maatsen in there. Yeah, he doesn't trust him in that role. Like, what else can be said? He doesn't trust him at left back. He played him. It wasn't like he wasn't playing. He played at right-sided attacker. He played the left side and whatnot. He's played him. He's played him even in the number 10. But he doesn't trust him at left back. Okay, it's really that simple. It's up to him whether or not. I'm not gonna say for him to say, well, you know what, you should just be playing him there because instead of playing Colwell there. He doesn't trust him there. And there's got to be a reason in his head why he does not trust him at left back. There has to be a reason. Whether or not that's been articulated to us, like, verbatim, I'm not the kind of guy that's just like, well, we haven't seen this guy, so, we might as well just play him there. just to switch it up, and we just might as well just play whoever there because we haven't seen it yet. I'm not that guy. So the manager made this decision that he doesn't trust this guy as a left back. He's got to live and die with that. That's his decision there.
AJ, go on. You about to say something, man?
I was gonna say, because he's made his decision, but we can decide if it's been a wrong decision or right decision, and he can change his decision, right? After watching Levi Colwell's performances for 15, 20 games at left back, like, is it the wrong decision or is it the right decision?
It's definitely the
I
wrong.
mean that depends on what's happening on the training pitch. Like, is Ian Maatsen? So hold on. Is Ian Maatsen? If Ian Maatsen is not getting on the pitch and Colwell is, and Poch is deeming that Colwell is better than him at left back, what does that say about Ian Maatsen?
I'm not.
See, that's what I'm saying, though.
I think Colwell's literally just playing left back because he's left-footed. I think if he wasn't left-footed, he wouldn't be in the pitch. I don't think Cole would be in the field. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna swear for Colwell either, man, because I'm not his biggest supporter. Like, again, he's been playing on a position as well, but so many mistakes, man, just so many mistakes. And to be honest with you, Chris, like, I've looked at this Chelsea defense from top to bottom right now. Every one of those defenders, to me, not under the age of 39.
I don't rate any of your defenders. I don't rate.
I'm with you. No, I don't even rate him. The only guy I rate is Thiago Silva, to be honest. That's the only guy I rate. I don't even rate Daddy Shield, to be honest. So, yeah, like, it's a mess no matter how you look at it, as far as I'm concerned, regardless of who you play where.
Yeah, I don't know. What is your best back four? I'm just trying to think.
So, ideally,
and don't include Reece James because he's just injury prone.
Yeah,
okay, so not when healthy.
Go if we're gonna do people who are usually fit, it'll probably be Badin. I would say Thiago Silva, Gusto, and Chilwell. Chilwell's never fit. So
where is he? Is he injured?
Yeah, he's back.
I actually forgot about him.
I was saying Mark Cucurella. Here's the thing, yeah, and it's kind of made me like think about things in a different way, and it leads perfectly to our next point: is why don't we have consistency? Is a manager of the board issue? And that question is basically alluding to we're signing young players who have no pedigree, or we're over-signing people like Cucurella for 60 million. So there's no middle ground, is there? There's no like standard player who's going to perform at his level you're buying for, right? My question is Maatsen not training hard enough that he has to play Colwell, or is he just going with Colwell because that's what he thinks is the best solution for the way he plays football? And the problem is, like AJ's saying, which facts, is if the results ain't working, you need to actually change it up. And the thing is, he's changing up in the wrong way. So, Chris, the question for you is, as a rival fan, is are we not getting consistency because people like Maatsen and all that aren't training well and they're just not good enough? Or is it because he doesn't trust the players the board are bringing in, and so he's doing his own way, thinking that this is the only way it's going to
work? The real answer is he's just stubborn, innit? I'm not gonna lie. With Poch, he's like Ten Hag. Like, he does so. It's the best way to put it is Colwell should not be left back. McTominay should not be in the midfield. They're both just going to keep playing. That's the problem. Do you know what I mean? Like, sometimes managers, they'll just die on their hill. Like, it's unnecessary. Sometimes swallow your pride, accept you've got it wrong. You know what I mean, and just get on with it. But some of these managers they don't know when to just put their hands up and actually change it. Like, Maatsen going to Dortmund was wild, in my opinion, considering Cucurella is not rated and Colwell's your only left back. Like, if Colwell gets injured, who plays left back now?
Chilwell's back, so he'll probably get.
Is he back?
Yeah,
he played Gusto. What do you mean? We played Gusto there as well, and you play Alfie on the right. It's not an issue. I'm not worried about like losing Maatsen.
I don't even know why we're talking about left back. Yeah,
like
we're going heavy on left back, but the main thing's your midfield. Like, I'm not gonna lie, you're in a similar situation to Man United. Like, I don't even know what your best midfield is.
Midfield is the issue. Do you think?
I don't know. I don't know what your best midfield is. Like, you've got so many good players but no balance. That's the problem.
True, very true.
Like
you know what? Before you go on, Chris, and this is what I have to say, like, because you're talking about like consistency in the board and whatnot. I'm a firm believer that this board have bought the exact same players in every position. Like, wingers, the exact same type of winger. Midfield, the exact same types of. Well, obviously Enzo a little different, but like in terms of like what you're getting on the pitch.
Caicedo's,
Lavia,
that other guy, I can't even say his name. from Rennes.
Uchukwu,
Yeah.
like all these guys are so similar. There's no balance. Like you hit it right
You
on the
guys
head.
are
There's no
desperate for
balance
that
in the midfield. I
Kante.
remember. You know what's funny? No, I think Caicedo's can be that Conte role, but just not with the same sort of energy levels. But the thing that was missing, and I remember I said it on my own channel like a long time ago. Chelsea need a midfielder who is an all-rounder, a complete midfield who can score goals, win tackles, break up play up from the back. I was like, I threw out Jude Bellingham as a name there, and everyone was like, what? Jude Bellingham? Look what he did to Chelsea. Look what he did against Dortmund, against Chelsea. He was terrible. Jude Bellingham is exactly the type of midfielder for me in that younger profile that it gives you that balance in that midfield. He scores goals for you. He can
Do you
win
think
a
you need a
tackle.
veteran in the midfield, like an older player?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Oh, here's my. I've got a question then. You're gonna laugh at this, but listen, he wants to come back to the Prem. Would you take Jordan Henderson on loan?
Nah, because he's not going to be fit enough to play in that midfield. Like, what do you mean? Just his
No
name
way.
alone, he can't play in the midfield for Chelsea. He doesn't have the fitness for that. Like it's just facts.
Another question: Are you keeping Conor Gallagher? Because I've seen a split down the middle. A lot of Chelsea fans don't rate him. Some of you do.
No, but he epitomizes the situation we're in. He's just a workhorse, and people just laud him for that.
Yeah, I've never rated him personally, but I'll admit that he's been probably your best midfielder this season, but I still don't rate him.
Yeah, that doesn't say much. The fact that he's our best midfielder this season.
Exactly.
It's because our midfield doesn't really say that.
McTominay's our top goal scorer in the midfield. I don't rate him. It doesn't matter. It does not matter.
True.
So,
yeah.
Sorry? McTominay cooked Chelsea that game. So he.
Oh my lord! Don't even start. The guy had like 5 shots. He should have scored like a hat.
Terrible, bro.
It
doesn't matter. He's terrible. He's terrible.
What the hell is going on with my club? McTominay's dunking on the head top.
But it's the attack is the main thing. Like Poch, one thing I don't like about Poch is because I actually rate him as a manager. Like, I know people say he's not really a serial winner, and somehow he bottled winning the league with PSG the first time around, all of that stuff. But like in terms of just like the way you guys play football, like or Poch ball, Southampton was cold. Tottenham played some great football. Like I think it will come, but I don't know if you guys will have the patience to wait. But most importantly, with Poch is he needs to just wake up and just go back to the old Poch. He's not being himself. That's not you see Poch. That manager you have right now is not Pochettino. I don't know who that is. It's not Poch.
So
the Poch I know, yeah. Let me just say this, yeah. The Poch I know, yeah. He'll just field an 11, yeah. They will play between 3 to 5 games, and might just make a few changes here and there. But this Poch, you lose a game, there's 4 changes. Yeah. Why? Just keep playing the same team for 5 games and say, you know what happens. Even Mudryk, I laugh at Mudryk. I do laugh, but like,
I have a follow-up question on this.
He's had a decent. Yeah. I remember one time he had a decent game, and the next game he didn't even get on the pitch. I was like, come on.
That happens a lot at Chelsea, actually. That happens a lot.
Yeah, the question, brilliant point, Chris. The question I had for Couch and AJ jumping, was so the question below: is it a manager or board issue? What Chris is saying is he saying that it's more of a manager issue than where he's just doing what he wants, just changing up when he feels like it, or position? You know what? I feel like he should play this game, and he should play this game on it. When the board, people blaming the board for the players that he's had to use. So who do I look at? Like, who's more to blame here? Is it the board?
I don't think he knows his best 11. I'm not gonna lie.
How could he? Like, there's been a multitude of injuries. Inconsistent performances.
Oh, do you know what? I said that wrong. Sorry. Obviously, there's injuries. I mean, he doesn't know his a balanced 11. Like, despite injuries, he can't figure it out.
Okay, but okay. I want. That's a good question. That's a good thing to say. I want to say, what is your balanced 11 with this Chelsea roster, especially given the injuries right now? Like, I don't know if we have a balanced roster. Like, we already talked about the midfield. I don't think the midfield has balance. We already talked about the wingers. I think that we have the exact same. We have the exact same wing. Carney's all right. Carney's okay. He could probably provide. Carney's okay. I think he
can play that Gallagher role better than Gallagher, I think.
Oh, I forgot about him. Is he back?
He's back. Yeah, he's back.
He was really good at the start of the season, before he got
injured. Another good shout, another injury, right? We're talking about all these what if and could have beens and would have beens, because he was playing. Don't forget, Gallagher wasn't. Actually, Gallagher was playing deeper, but like he was playing at that number 8, number 10 position for us. I'm saying this. Number one, we don't have balance in the squad. Like, if you look at those wingers, the problem with like that last game against Middlesbrough for me was that nobody wanted to be the link-up guy, the 1-2 play in behind kind of guy. Everyone wanted to dribble past, hold on to the ball, ponder on possession. Like, everyone that was playing in those attacking areas had that mentality, and nobody was thinking about 1-2s off of each other and trying to play in you're
All right,
playing
if
your
everyone's
player.
fit, what wingers do you start then? Like, what are your mainstays in the team? Like left wing, right wing.
I
cam?
play Cole Palmer at the right. I'd play. It's hard at the left though.
Tough one, isn't it? Yeah.
Sterling or Mudryk, isn't it?
Yeah,
Depends on the game.
yeah. I'd probably play Sterling just because I think that he can probably provide more from the start, and like if you bring off Mudryk on the bench, he can probably provide some lift with his pace and whatnot from the bench. And then Nkunku's my number 10, number 9, somewhere around there, and then I play Jackson up top. You know, and even when you look
at Enzo, is he just
Enzo's
behind?
he's just behind with Caicedo.
Okay.
The 2 6s, if you want to call them that. And then my center backs right now. I mean, it's just pick your poison with these guys.
Do you know what? I've got a hot
I'd
take.
play Disasi at the right. I played Thiago on the left, and then I'd play Chilwell at left back, and then I play Reece James at right back.
Well, who's the center back? You say this. Oh.
Yeah, Jane, this quickly. But AJ,
I mean,
you know what? You see what Couch just said, yeah, in terms of that team. Let's say Potts played that team, but let's say Couch is right in terms of the players aren't training hard enough, they're not fighting. Then what?
I mean, first of all, like the players not training hard enough. No, I can't see that for myself. I only see what's on the field, so I don't want to judge off of that. I take that into account if the manager says that,
yeah.
but I can't. I'm just not gonna indulge in that. What I see on the field is Pochettino is not using the pieces, whether it's not ideal or not, it's the best pieces. He's not using them to the best of his ability, and that's where I have a problem, right? I could understand if, say, he was putting every player in their best position, the best chance to succeed, and we're still in the same situation. Then I'm like, okay, these players.
Yeah, I agree.
This, that, and the
100%. Yeah, 100%.
But these men they're fighting the opponent, and they're also fighting the coach, because the coach, Levi at left back, he's never getting forward. So that's a bottleneck in the team. Then you have Conor Gallagher in the 10. He's never creating anything for your striker. That's another bottleneck in the team. So it's a whole bunch of things that I think he's doing that is not assisting the team to develop. So it's hard to get a full read on the team, because it's like they're playing with somebody holding them back a little bit. And I understand he has to make hard decisions sometimes with playing Levi at left back. That's a hard decision. But if you play him 10 times at left back, and we have, I keep going on this.
Not working.
Is Cucurella injured, by the way?
He's injured, yeah.
We have 9 or 8 Premier League losses. Bro, after loss 5, 6, you got to do something different. Now, you can't keep serving me the same food now. And that's what
AJ's saying. He's agreeing with Couch in terms of the injuries. He's not saying that we're not be able to fill the 11 because Poch's fault. It's not his fault. Carney's out for so long, and Kuga's out for so long. Cucurella, all our left backs will broke up. You know what I'm saying? We'll finish them. But he's just saying, with what you have and it's not working, with what you have and it's not working, you need to change it up. So, Chris, here's the next question, which follows nicely into that. Even if you suck him,
sorry, before we move off of that. Sorry, before we move off that, because you just said he's not switching it up enough, right? Didn't we start this conversation by saying that he keeps changing it up? Like we're not seeing any consistent lineups?
There's an extent.
Okay, so you're saying so he's not moving Colwell out of that position, then is what you're saying. But he's switching it. Okay. All right.
Say your question.
No, I was just gonna say, like, it just seems to me like there's a lot of change, and maybe that's the problem for me. Like the fact that we're not seeing a consistent lineup. Like whether I don't think that Chill, like playing Colwell, it's not great. Don't get it twisted. But we're not winning, with the exception of maybe that Middlesbrough game, which I can probably say just because he made the error for the goal. But you know, we had 4 or 5 chances to win that game outright ourselves.
No,
I don't think wins it.
I don't. What you did? I'm not gonna lie. You should have won.
No
Palmer had
question.
Is that? Am I thinking of the same game? Is that where Palmer should have got a hat trick?
Yeah,
exactly,
it is, yeah.
exactly.
But,
And then
but I'm
Sterling
not
had the
saying,
chance
I'm not shaking my head to that. One sec. I'm not shaking my head to him saying that. I'm shaking my head to him saying Cole playing left back hasn't been the reason why we're not winning these games. That's
No,
fair.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I
No,
don't
but
think so
I'm
because
disagreeing with
It's
that
not
point.
just him
okay,
alone, but like
let me
that
finish.
affects the
Let me finish
balance.
it then.
Yeah.
Let me
Say
finish what I'm
finish the
saying then,
point. I
because
wanna,
okay,
go
because
on.
I don't believe that like wins and losses are dependent on Colwell at left back. Or I think that there's more to be said about what's happening up top and the ability to like miss opportunity, guilt as opportunities. If we score some of those chances that we've had, like I'm talking about, we're at wide open nets, wide open nets. We're not talking about being like 9th or 10th right now. We're talking about maybe being 7th or 8th, maybe even 6th. You know what I mean? This is the difference between wins and losses when you get opportunities to put the ball in the back of the net and you're kicking it over the goal. Like, we can't ignore these things. We don't have a striker. We
I
do not
agree.
have a striker.
Let me just jump to this.
Chris. Go on,
So I just
Chris.
want to throw this out there, right? Because no one said this guy's name. Am I the only one that rates Madueke? I think he's hard.
Yeah, I
No,
rate
you're not. We rate him. We just don't see him.
That's what I mean. Like for
We don't see
me,
him.
if he, as long as he's fit, he starts. Like this is what I mean with Poch. Like I remember one. I think it was against Middlesbrough. I think he got subbed off, didn't he?
He gets subbed off every
Like if
game.
you're losing, it's like, oh, it's Madueke's fault. You're off. Like
Right
just
away.
leave it.
Scapegoat.
Yeah, just leave him. Let him play.
What do
It's
you,
the same
hold
with
on a
Woodrick.
second. I would, first of all, I would have subbed off Sterling that game, but yeah, he made the decision. Like Madueke wasn't very good against Middlesbrough. He was not very
Yeah, I know,
good.
but it's the
Okay,
same
He
thing. He
was
needs a run of
okay,
games.
He
Just
was
give him a run of
getting more
games.
out of the defense than everybody else. He wasn't the best, but
Like,
the team wasn't good.
I'm just saying he wasn't very good. The team wasn't very good overall, but he wasn't very good. I was calling at halftime that he wanted to come off, and you guys saw that in the comment. I was like, he's not doing it right. Like he should be beaten. Like remember they took off the left back too, and they put a center back out there, and he was still having troubles like taking him on and beating him. Like he couldn't beat the center back. You know, he's turning over the ball. Like, come on, like we can't ignore these things. Like Madueke for me is a young player that still has to figure it out. He's a decent dribbler, kind of a little bit tunnel vision. He doesn't really like link up with his teammates very well. He's a guy that's very individual, like an individual on the pitch. He's not a guy that uses his teammates well. So yeah, he's all right. He's good, but he's not an everyday starter for me. That's for sure. Like he has a lot more improvement to
you
do.
could argue though that most of your players, they're the thing is, when people say like, oh, they're young, etc. Like, I mean, you've bought a bunch of young players, so you have no choice but to do it now. So at this point, if you're good enough, you're old enough. Like, look at Kobe Mainoo at Man United. So my point is just that, you know, like just even if he has a bad game, he did have a bad game against Middlesbrough. Whoever that is in the comments, he's right. You're right, but it's just that, you know, like he's had a bad game against Middlesbrough. Now I can guarantee you, he's not starting tomorrow. He's not.
No, he's not
I just know he won't. But Poch
because
should be
there's
like,
more.
all right, you had a bad game. Next 3 games, they're still yours. Show me something.
Hold on a second though. Like this is supposed to be like dog eat dog. Like if you're having a bad game, like it's all this. That's the only position on the pitch right now, like those wide areas where we actually have competition for places. Like you have to be like killing a lion to get into that lineup. That's where it should be. Like you're killing people in training. You're making it so that you're indispensable. You cannot be dropped. And he's not doing that, you know. Like that's how.
My point is, it's just that maybe just once, like maybe if it's like, okay, the striker stays the same, the left winger stays the same, and then the right wing is just maybe the right wingers battle it out. But every game, the whole front 3 changes. Like you can't have chemistry if you don't have at least 3 to 5 games.
That's facts.
Just want to come in because obviously AJ was giving me as well. With a brush up on this topic, move on to the management in general. But I just want to end up on this. I think that's the main point we take away from this is that. I never said that Colwell specifically is using why we can't win. But I think what I'm trying to say is, and I don't know if Christian and AJ agree, is that he's changing too much, too often. Do you get it? He's not changing like 1 or 2 positions.
Yeah.
That's facts.
It's like,
that's
there's
facts.
no like, I don't mind you playing Colwell left back, but when you're doing it, it's not working. Now you need to change it. And in the same breath, he keeps changing players who are actually doing okay. Or like, there's some bit of form running. I'm not saying Madueke has been like the best right winger in the league, and he should be starting every game, but at least give him at least 3 games. He's not going to score every single game. But just because he doesn't score 1 game, don't just take him out and put in someone else. I don't
hold on. But keep in mind, he played the 2 games before Middlesbrough. He started both those games and got full 90s, if I'm not mistaken, or close to it.
Didn't he score against Crystal Palace?
Yeah, but that's one. So we're talking about 1 stretch of games.
Yeah, but he's been injured for how long too, though? Like guys, like what are we missing here? Like he's
Yeah,
been
but-
injured, so coming back into fitness and coming back into the just even the mindset of the manager, it's going to take some time. You have to play, you have to train, you have to get your fitness up. You're going to get like 30 minutes here, maybe 45 minutes here. That's how it's been. But he played almost 2 full 90s just before the Middlesbrough game, which was Saturday, and then we played Saturday, and then we played Tuesday.
All right, I've got a good
there's-
question for you guys then.
There's got to be some rotation.
Last question. Last question.
Yeah, I've got a
question,
good question for you guys,
Okay,
and you guys can answer this, and I'll see
Let
what you
AJ
guys
answer
say.
it.
Like,
Let AJ
like right, the next 3 games in a row, yeah, just pick the front four, sorry, a cam, left wing, right wing, striker. No matter what happens, next 3 games you're playing.
Go on, AJ. See what you got.
Like, and obviously you can take injuries into consideration. So, like, I mean, like, who's available now?
Let's see what you're cooking.
I mean, me, I'm always going Cole Palmer in the 10.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That's
I do. I don't know if you do the same. I do Palmer in 10, Madueke in a
right away. Then Madueke, left wing. Everybody, I would say Mudryk. I understand why people don't want to say Mudryk because he's still raw. Like we say, Madueke is raw, but Mudryk is way rawer in terms of just how he maneuvers the game. But I'll go with him, and then I'll go Broha up top. That's what I'm doing. That's where I'm going.
Broha over Jackson, yeah.
Jackson's AFCON.
Jackson's at AFCON.
Oh yeah, is that so? Is Broha your only striker now? When Kunku injured?
Yeah.
Damn. Oh damn.
Yep.
You want Martial? Take
by the
it.
way, guys, you know I deliberately didn't put Ivan Ferguson in this conversation because I don't want to talk about it.
Who? The Brighton guy. The Brighton guy.
I don't know if you saw it. I don't want to talk about it. Like, I actually don't want to talk about it.
Nah, that ain't happening, man.
Another 20-something-year-old.
I'm seeing, Chris, solid concrete links. This isn't that fake news.
You have to break the bank for him. That's gonna cost you like 100 million.
We're probably gonna do it. That's why I don't want to talk about it. Because if I talk about it, they'll be watching me right now going, yeah, man.
You know what's funny? You know, Brighton will just go to the Scottish League and get another Evan Ferguson for 2.5 mil.
If we flipping spend 150 million on a guy with 10,
and you already gave them over 100 mil for
Caicedo.
Caicedo.
Be investigated if we.
But Caicedo, I can let him off. He had a season where he was good. That's okay. Like, I can hear it.
No, but I mean, I'm saying, as in, like, let's stop giving Brighton money, guys. You know what I mean?
We don't want to.
It hasn't worked out, and I mean, maybe the Caicedo deal might come good, but even I was saying we should have spent more than like 90 million on this guy.
Listen, I posted a video on my TikTok the other day saying everyone apologized to Endo because Endo's been better than Caicedo. He has.
Nah.
He actually has.
You're getting a little carried away. You're getting a little carried
away.
I'm
not saying he's a better player. This season,
you're getting carried away.
Season, he's been solid.
Endo plays in a settled squad. A
and he
plays
plays
with a settled way of playing.
Caicedo's not
don't like Caicedo is leagues beyond that guy. Are you kidding?
Yeah, he's leagues.
I'm not even.
Everyone said though, Endo's just a joke, man. That's what made it funny.
He's playing in a settled side. He's come into a settled team, and he's just picking up where he needs.
You know what it is? I don't think Caicedo and Enzo, at least right now, they don't look good together as a two.
Yeah,
that's where
I think you're right. I think at some point you're just gonna have to be like either Enzo or Caicedo. You're not playing. One of you just can't play. But they both cost over 100 mil, so you can't.
Or you got Gallagher and you force them to learn to play together because Gallagher is the odd one out in that situation.
What about
with who? Odd way out? Yeah. So I think
we're going to touch on the Chelsea Fulham preview and Man United and Spurs. We've got Chris here, but I think that our best midfield three. I'll go first, just quickly before we do the preview. I'll probably say Carney, Caicedo, Carney Chukwuemeka. So Carney.
What in the centre mid? Is he a
midfielder?
No,
Carney is at 8. Yeah, Carney is a box to box 8.
I thought it was a winger. Oh,
I'll play Carney as a box to box 8. I'll play Caicedo. Has to be a 6 because there's no one else better than him in 6. He's not even great. And I'll play Enzo as another 8. So you have 2 8s in a holding.
Chukwuemeka, Caicedo, Enzo.
It's like a flat 3. So don't play Caicedo deep. He's not.
I hear you. A flat 3. It's so funny because like when people talk about midfielders and stuff like that, oh, he's playing the 10. I'm like, yeah, but it could be a flat midfielder, and he just has the ability to get forward. Like, anyways, regardless, I don't mind that as a 3. I'm longing to see what Lavia can do in that number 6 role, and whether or not that will, whether or not that will give more liberation to Caicedo to be what he is. And not that he's been bad. I actually think that like the last at least 4 or 5, 6, 7 matches, he's been more than fine. Like exactly what I expected him to be. You know, he's not going to score goals for you, but he'll certainly break up play, keep things ticking over, and he will certainly like keep the pressure on that midfield. And he's been doing that. So that's all I can really ask for him.
But
Enzo is the elephant in the room for me.
Yeah, that's what
like
I
he's
think.
he's not been that guy. He's not been that guy. For
But it's
anyone
not.
that
I don't
loves
think
the
it's
guy,
his fault though. I don't think it's
well,
his fault.
what do you mean? I don't think that he has the fitness levels to compete in
No,
the Premier
as
League
in
right
like
now.
I've seen him play, and like for some reason he's been asked to like be a deep lying ball carrier, but he doesn't.
He's been
that's not his-
both. He's been everything. He's played 6, 8, 10, and every time,
Yeah,
no
I
matter
know.
where you play him.
What I
no
was
matter
gonna
where
say
you
is
play
you
him.
guys need to be careful and just give him a position before you turn him into the Argentinian
Enzo's
Mason
a
Mount.
Exactly.
No doubt, for sure.
Before you
But I'm
turn him
just
into
saying,
Mason Mount, you know what I
I'm
mean?
just saying
Exactly.
his biggest problem for me is not his ball playing ability. It's the fact that he doesn't have the fitness levels to compete in the
Athleticism,
Premier
yeah,
League.
fact.
That's the problem. Like he has to
But he's
work
so
on his.
good though.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say that.
I can never get
For
onto him.
60
He's
minutes.
But you know what it is,
Look
Chris?
at
You know what it
Fabregas.
is?
Look at Fabregas. Look at
Funny,
Kevin.
yeah.
Look at Kevin
The
De
game
Bruyne.
is changed. You can't say
Wait.
Fabregas.
The
'Cause
game.
That's
Fabregas-
fine. Playing for 60 minutes and sub him is fine.
I'm just saying, like you can't. The game has changed. The game has changed drastically to say like what
It's
Fabregas
changed.
is and
Couch,
whatnot.
let AJ down, let AJ down.
It's
Yeah,
changed.
sorry.
You got Caicedo and Gallagher doing most of the running. How much more running do you need? You need somebody on the ball. We just don't get him involved in the game as much, and it's because of the structure that Pochettino puts out there. That's why. Like,
Yeah, I don't think Enzo's
it
been
hasn't
playing.
changed. Like,
So what are you saying? Enzo's a 10?
Because what I'll say is, I don't think Enzo's been good, but at the same time, I don't feel like he's been playing in this position. I don't think he's a
What is
a
what is
roaming
his
10.
position? What is it?
I'll probably say, like I just said before, if Lavia was fit, I'll probably play. No cap. It's difficult. I'll probably play Lavia as a 6, and there's a toss-up between Carney and him as an 8. I think he could do a good 8 role where he has the license to go forward, but also be tackling, standing tackles.
He's an 8.
Yeah, that's all he is. But the problem is we've just got too many 8s. We've got no 6s.
There you go. That's what it is, and that's why I wanted João.
You know, ball, like it's just too many.
You wanted
not
who?
balanced.
You say João Felix?
Palhinha.
Oh,
Palhinha
the
is
guy
like
from
a
Fulham,
6.
yeah,
Chris.
yeah.
You see Palhinha, can't agree as well. He's a 6. Like, he sits there
4-6.
and then let Enzo do his thing, Carney do his thing. But right now we've got like all these midfielders who are having to attack because they've got good qualities to attack, but they also have to defend because no one actually sitting. Caicedo against Luton, because you watched Luton game, you must have, right?
Yeah,
The Luton game.
Thiago Silva was Bex.
Caicedo was good, and then but the thing is, even though he was good and he was sweeping,
He doesn't
the ball,
track his runners well.
there's still holes in midfield because he's not a 6. Like he doesn't have that.
Yeah, he can't cover for everybody though.
Look at
And
the goal.
the problem
Look
that
at
I
the
have
goal
with
against
midfield-
Middlesbrough. It was Caicedo's man who scored. Watch it.
Sure. I mean, you can say that. Whatever. He
It's
missed
a
an
fact.
assignment there.
I'm saying
It's not. There was a chain of events that happened that led to that goal. Like I don't think that Colwell should
we
be
outnumbered them in the box.
Can I just finish my idea first? Like I don't disagree that he was at fault. I'm just saying it wasn't solely him. Okay, there's a lot of people involved in that. But beyond that, what you guys are calling for right now is playing Enzo in the 8, like a midfield 3. That's how we're going to be able to unlock Enzo. What are we going to unlock him to do? He doesn't score goals. Like that's the problem I have with this midfield. You play midfield 3, you're going to take off an attacker to accommodate midfield 3, and then you're going to have Caicedo, Lavia, and Enzo who don't score goals. That's the problem with the balance that I have in that midfield right now. So I can't play with a midfield 3 per se. I think there's going to be situations where you can not, but when you're trying to score goals and win games like convincingly, I don't know if we can play anything outside of 4-2-3-1.
I think I know what you're trying to say. I bet you're basically trying to say the harsh reality is the most balanced midfield is with him not in it, and you spent over 100 mil for him.
That's the problem. If we're being honest,
I think it's horses for courses.
We've got to move on. But I think to end it on that, I think let's be real, AJ, Chris, and Couch. I just think we have too many midfielders. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we actually don't even know if everyone was fit who our best midfield is. And even with players on the bench, there's too many on the bench to be sitting there. 60 million Lavia, 100 million Caicedo, Gallagher's worth on the market 15 million. You've got Enzo who's worth 100 million. Then you've got Okani. That's 5 people.
Leslie too.
5 people can't play a game at the same time, and 2 of them ain't coming on. So like, and then you've got Ukachuku, right? Who's gonna be sitting there too. So it's like there's too much going on. But I'm not
gonna lie. I don't know why he signed him. I actually don't know why he signed that guy. I saw. I was
Don't
like,
forget
really?
people to follow everyone. They're going to be in the description. You got Chris's TikTok. He's only on 7,500. Your Couch with his good reviews. My guy Couch. Shout out his channel, and AJ does his thing on Twitter and stuff. Shout out everyone. Make sure you subscribers, the likes on the playback. The timestamps will be in this, so you can see the different chats. It's gonna be difficult because we've kind of been a bit all over the place. But
My Wi-Fi wasn't even mad.
Just one quick thing on Enzo. My thing, we never, nobody was complaining about Enzo until about October-ish. First beginning part of the season, this season, nobody had an issue with Enzo.
Yeah, Liverpool.
It wasn't balanced.
Yeah. Remember Liverpool?
We played Liverpool first game. So I think it's a little bit of recency bias in the
results
descriptions of how we feeling, because it's not true. We just need Enzo to consistently play in the pivot with Caicedo and get the reps in. That's all that it is.
And what happens in football, AJ, is what happens, right? When you lose, what do people start doing? They start looking at reasons why, right?
Yes.
So naturally, people, Chris, like you would know, they just go for the easiest, biggest option. And that leaves you perfectly for this point. Did Tuchel get that rub in the green? He didn't. Because when the opportunity was there to let a guy coach, and if Couch remembers, and Chris go first. Tuchel said before he was sacked, the irony, he said, "I just want to coach a team. You get me the players," and then he gets sacked. We would not be in this position if we had Tuchel, and everybody gone down knows that as well. I put my American accent.
That's funny. I love how guys just forgot about Graham Potter.
He's coming to United.
Funny, man.
He'll be in your dugout soon, so don't be laughing at my guy.
He'll
be in your dugout soon with his long head.
But no, as for Tuchel, I think, didn't he get sacked because he fell out of Todd Bowley?
Yeah, there's something going on there. No, there's something going on.
Oh, it's talking about Tuchel. Yeah,
because you really shouldn't have done that.
Would you bring him back, Chris? What would you say if Chelsea brought him back? Would you be like,
nah, he'll bring Eric Dyer with him. You don't want that, man.
Right?
Oh yeah, true. Would you think he'd be like, Chelsea are serving?
You wouldn't get Tuchel. To be fair, I don't think Tuchel will last at Bayern, but I don't think he'll go back to Chelsea. I don't think. First of all, Todd Bowley would not allow that. He wouldn't. But let's just say hypothetically, you got him back. He would actually. You'd be playing good. You'd be playing good football. You would.
I don't know.
But you'd go back to a back five though. You'd have to accept that. You would.
Couch, go on.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think that he works with young playing staffs very well. I think he's more of a guy that likes to work with. All these top coaches don't want to play with kids. They want to play with guys that are veterans that understand what's being asked of them in every position. So I don't know if Tuchel's that guy. But yeah, do I miss Tuchel? Yeah, in some ways I do. I just like the fact that he had a stable, sound way of playing. And whether or not that worked or not every game is something else to be desired. But I don't think that he was ready to work with under 21 staff, like a bunch of kids. So hard to say at this point.
AJ, what are you saying? Would you open your arms out? Pause. Open your arms out for Tuchel coming back into you, but pause again. Would you open that opportunity, or would you be like, nah, let it go?
Tuchel was a great manager, and he got a lot out of the squad. He got more out of the squad than he should have. But I did have a lot of problems with the way things were progressing. Like I still think he missed profile players as well, or he did a lot of shape shifting and switching of players' positions as well. The same shit we complaining about with Pochettino. The only thing is we got results and we had a
that's
team,
the key.
So
that's facts, he was, because Chris, if you remember, you could time in now. People were annoyed with Tuchel because he was very defensive, weren't scoring very much. But look where these attackers are now. Havertz is stinking at Arsenal. Got Mount can't even touch the pitch. Got Werner at Spurs, going on loans and that.
Let's not talk about.
So was it all on him? Not really. So
no, it wasn't.
Yeah,
it really wasn't.
Yeah.
Nah, the thing with Tuchel, I'm not saying that Tuchel's that he will save you, but it just goes to show that, first of all, there's not that many good managers in general, in football right now. So that's another reason why Poch ain't going nowhere for me, and I ain't getting rid of Ten Hag. Who's coming in? Be realistic. If we sack Ten Hag, we'll probably go.
You knew what I was gonna say.
Oh, yeah, if we sack Ten Hag, we'll go get Michael Carrick. Allow it. If you sack Pochettino, I actually don't know who you'll get. Honestly, People will say De Zerbi. Why would he leave Brighton?
No,
Why? Why? For what
exactly.
reason?
We toxic as hell. Nobody wants to come to us. Nobody wants to come to us. It's toxic as fuck over there.
Like, we're both finished. Like we both just have to make do with what we have. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you know what? That's actually a very good point, Cards. Like what Chris and AJ said, they're basically saying, like, I agree with them. The question's here as it is. It's basically, if you get rid of Poch, can you guarantee someone else is going to come in and even improve? Like, is that even a thing? Like, who's out there who could really come in like, yeah, they'll do their thing?
I don't know. Like, I don't think, guys. Chelsea is not in a position to bring in a new manager at this point in time. I think that we need to come to grips with that. Okay, we just got this guy in 6 months ago. Right before that, like, think about what the circus is going to look like in terms of like trying to attract players. You bring in a manager, you fire him 6 months, then you bring in an intern, you get rid of the intern.
Yeah, but you used to do that and win. It's just changed now.
Not every 6 months. I'd say it would be about 18 months, right?
Yeah.
And about 18 months average. And like, this just looks like a circus right now. We're not winning games. We're 10th. Now we're 8th or 9th, and then you're going to sack the manager and bring in another manager with a whole new set of ideas, whole new set of wants. It's just you're just going to have to grin and bear the tough moments. At some point, we're going to have to just deal with the situation we're in and just settle for what the results are. I've already said, I don't think that I told you guys, like, the beginning of this year, this is not the year that Chelsea's going to be competing for anything. We're going to have to learn how to play as a team together, and then we race in 25, 26, 24, 25, somewhere in and around there. But this is not the year to be evaluating results as, you know, as you know, we should be in the top 4 or something like that.
Do you race with the same set of players, or do you still need more?
I think we can race with these guys. I think we can race with these guys and a striker. I think we need a striker, but
we still need 2 players. But just to add to Couch's point, though, because I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, Pochettino was only put on a 2-year contract.
True.
So this
and that's exactly the point. That's a great point, because he's only given 2 years, because he's that manager that you give the bridging contract to. So like, we're going to give you 2 years. You take this young staff to the next level. Then after that, we'll evaluate whether or not you're able to take them to the next step. But your 2 years is just based on you are good at working with the young playing staff.
Development.
Yeah, but exactly. This summer is gonna be reviewed. You know,
absolutely.
I saw absolutely.
That means they put it in place with the like, yo, this guy might not do it. You know, it's not like they threw him the 3, 4, 5 year contract where they're like, yo, we're with you for.
They did move smart with that one. Yeah, they had a feeling. I think they gave him 2 year with the option maybe to 1 if they wanted to. So they already knew, like, we're not hedging our bets on you. We're going to keep
not banking on you. Yep.
And I think I saw an article the other day that said they expect to start the season for Champions League, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd or 1st,
which is not.
And I think a trophy run or like a cup. I think they expected. So right now, let's be honest, guys. Even Chris, I'll go to you next before we jump on the previews. We're not that far away from like Champions League, European football. I think if we beat Fulham, like, and then let's say you draw to Spurs or Brighton don't win, we're actually not that far away from them.
Are you talking about Europa or conference?
Like both.
But I'm not gonna lie. If any conference is an L, it's got to be Europa League or
you're saying minimum Europa.
I'm not playing no conference league.
We never won that trophy, so
listen, we need to add to the collection.
I'm sorry. That's one. I put that in the same bracket as the Community Shield. Doesn't count. I'm sorry. What do you mean?
For the Conference League.
If you win the Conference League, you qualify for Europa. What is that? Come on, man. Only West Ham are allowed to celebrate.
I'm with you, Chris. I don't rate that as a European.
Yeah, that's not a trophy, man.
It's not for me. It's not for me. But you know,
you've got Man United fans and Chelsea fans scraping their nose at trophies, yeah? Is that what
we won a trophy last season?
By the way.
Listen, we got a trophy last season.
We haven't. We didn't. And that's why
one thing I'll say. That's one thing about my manager. No one can say anything. Even United fans. What can you say? Yeah. Okay, it's not looking good now, but in 18 months we finished 3rd and got a trophy. Yeah.
You had 2 finals as well.
Exactly, 2 finals. So I mean, Poch, can you get in the final? You can technically if you beat Middlesbrough.
We can still get in 2 finals, yeah.
And
if you beat Middlesbrough, is it
if
the
we
finals?
Beat Middlesbrough, we're in the finals.
Yeah, finals.
This is against who? Who's in the finals?
If we beat Middlesbrough at home, we're in a Carabao Cup final. We got Villa, 4th round FA Cup.
No, who's the other team in the final?
Fulham or
Yeah.
Liverpool? Fulham's up
Liverpool.
2-1 right. Or Liverpool's up 2-1 right now. Second leg.
Oh,
Yeah, it's Pete.
Chelsea
Yeah.
Liverpool final.
I would love that. I would love that.
And they
I would
beat us
love
last
that.
time.
Patch, you're too optimistic. It's a wrap.
They
I
beat
would
us in
love
the
that.
final 2 seasons ago, so we need that.
Yeah, under much controversy, but let's move on from that.
Is that Carabao Cup? Sorry, I cut off.
Yeah.
The Liverpool. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If Poch somehow wins that, he's safe for the season. Credit in the bank.
He needs to win that. He needs to.
If he wins
Yeah,
it,
let's
save
go
as
on
10
the,
on. He's safe.
Let's jump on the previews. We'll start.
Yo, sorry, Chez. I gotta run. I gotta drop off some paper.
I know. Love for coming on.
Yes, for sure, guys. Every time, fellas. Nice to see you, Chris. AJ, you know what it is. All right, fellas.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
Easy.
Love. Right, perfect. Just change this up. No, that's what we actually. Right, let's go on to the preview. How do we start on this one? Chelsea Fulham. We'll start with AJ.
Okay.
It's looking a bit long out here, like 12:30 kickoff tax as well. And we all know when it hits 12:30, and you say this, AJ, yeah?
I'm gonna lie.
You see that BE Sport and you wake up, it's
Willian goal incoming. Willian goal. Willian
Chris,
scored.
you know his peak. When AJ in the UK, in these kind of weather, it's grey, it's cloudy. You look outside, it's like 12 o'clock. You see the lineup. I'm gonna see 10 centre backs from Croatia.
Yeah.
Levi Reed, left back.
Bobby Reed and Willian. Watch.
Bobby Reed. Shout my
Willian.
brothers, them. You get me? Shout out Jamaican brothers, them. But Bobby Reed.
Bobby
Reed.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I'm in New York. 7:30 kick at 12:30 and 7:30 a.m. here. It's gray as shit here.
It's even grayer for
you. But we did handle, we handled Fulham earlier this season. You know, that was actually one of our few good performances, you know, where we had our midfield perform well and we scored goals. We scored early, so I think that's what helped. But you know, Fulham is, you know, they decent right now. They close to us in the table as well. They're in a semi-final. You know, they got senior players, so you know it's gonna be tough for us. You know, it's gonna be a tough game.
That's gonna be very tough. So I'll give you guys the so Chris, give you a verdict quickly on how do you think the game will go, and I want to get out the injury list that we've got back.
Are you at home? Chelsea's at home, yeah.
Yeah. How do you think it's gonna go? I'll just get the injury list.
Do you know what? If you put Palmer up front again, you've lost. So, yeah, just you got to play Broja just for the sake of it. So, I'd play by the way, keep put Palmer in the 10, but that's not going to happen. I know Poch is probably going to put Palmer up front, Gallagher in the 10. He'll start Sterling on the right, probably, and Modric on the left. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even just saying this just to run banter. Fulham haven't been great, but watch them just somehow pick up a result. I'm going for 2-1 Fulham. Is Willian fit?
Yeah, he played in the semi-final.
Yeah, Willian's contributing to a goal and Bobby Reed scoring. Yeah, 2-1. And if anyone scores for you, it'll probably be Thiago Silva again from a corner. That's I mean, that's it.
That's how we score, yep.
I'm not boy. I mean,
the only player I rate fully is Cole Palmer at Chelsea right now. He's so cold. That's it.
Not having a striker doesn't help, right? But at the same time, don't play Palmer up front. I'm sorry. Who did it work against? Was it Man City, AJ? So it was, isn't it?
With the 4-4.
I think we played false 9 once, and it was against It was Arsenal. It wasn't even City.
Yeah, I think it was. Was it Arsenal or City?
I think it was Arsenal.
It was Arsenal.
I don't know. But I don't like the false 9 to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I think it's the return of strikers, you know. It's doing a full loop. It was false 9s, and I was back to strikers because yeah.
Can you guys see this? Yeah?
So
it's looking. Hey,
Robert Sanchez.
Hey,
that's a good team.
Trevor Chalobah.
You see what I'm saying? Look at the bench, brother.
Look at the bench. Good ass team right there.
Yeah, to be fair, even Trevor Challenger could play right back, can't he? Yeah.
So just people who may be listening.
Oh my God! Sorry, I forgot you had. I actually
God.
forgot about Wesley Fofana. You know. Oh, he's been. How long has he been
2
injured
years,
for?
bro.
How,
2 years.
Oh, how can he
Yeah.
be
2
injured for?
seasons.
He spent like 80 mil on him. You know.
100%. So people who are listening on audio or whatever, they're driving with us. We've got Badia Shile's back. That's good for me, AJ. Chilwell is back. Finally, he's back.
Okay.
Trevor, shush, leave the club, you donut. Cucurella, I don't know what you're still doing here. Fofana, my brother, you just need to, bro.
Get
Chris,
fit.
you know that people say hang up your boots. You know what that means, right? It means this thing ain't for you, bro. You've been out for like 5 years. We bought him in 21. It's now 2020. Wait, Adrian, am I lying? When did we buy him?
No.
No.
Since Leicester. He's missed like 3 seasons of football,
Yeah,
which is
he's just not
crazy.
playing.
We bought
I'm
him.
not gonna lie, the last time I saw him play, he was in the Champions League. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. It must have been what we bought. Yeah, we bought him 2021 summer.
Yeah, we bought him
Now
right after the Champions League.
January.
Right
Now
after the
2024 January.
Yeah.
It's now 2024 January.
Has he played? I don't even think he's played 30 games for the club. I'm not gonna lie.
30? I don't even know he's played 5. Bro. Anyway, this is too funny. Anyway, so we got Reece James, who's obviously had his surgery, so he's back. I think he's back in like 3 months. So he's basically not back to the end of the season. Lavia, I think a few weeks, and then Cuckoo, we don't know, and then Sanchez, we don't know. So the peak thing is, right, is that we bought Oliver said we bought him in 2022. Oh, fair enough. Thanks, Oliver, for that. Love. I didn't even know him. Oliver, the point is that what the hell is he not even back yet? Like, what is going on? But anyway, let's by the by. I think that moving forward, we should probably go with. I think we should start Chua, AJ. What do you think?
I mean, I'm screaming for a left back, so if it's Chilwell, then it is what it is.
Is he fully fit though, or is he returning?
That's what I'm saying. I don't see him starting. He didn't even touch the pitch last game.
Yeah, if he's partially fit, I'd probably play him, start him, and then bring him off. I don't want
about Maatsen. I was thinking he can't be that bad, but you know.
Yeah, I know we don't trust him. That's the thing.
I'll put Maatsen like we had options. We told him like we had enough options when we had nothing.
It's true.
Last man.
I don't know what we could literally sit here for another 3 hours.
I think the main thing is like I know your midfield's a bit imbalanced, but you've got enough good midfielders to figure it out. It's the attackers don't finish, and your back four is shambolic.
Leaky.
That's the problem. It's horrible.
But to be fair, what couch?
Put it this: you know, if Thiago Silva gets injured, it's so peak for you guys. I don't think you realize.
We are linked to centre backs though, Chris. We're linked to quite good centre backs. You know the guy from Benfica. You got Diamande. He's quite good. You've got
Andre Silva.
There's a centre back from who's the age? I forgot now.
It's Andre Silva, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. He's quite good.
Yeah, but he's young as well.
Yeah, I know. But what we're going for, we're trying to go for like Diaz type young, not like got like 23, 24-year-olds who are quite good, not like 20-year-olds.
I'm looking for a 27, 28-year-old. Bro.
Yeah, you need a prime.
It's not gonna happen.
Look at us, we bought in Lissandro. Fit like a glove. You know what I mean?
If he didn't get injured, you guys will be higher in the table.
That's what I mean. Like,
it's not going to happen.
If there's one position that I wouldn't want someone young there, like not a pair of young players, is centre back.
Yeah,
100%. It's true. So I think I'll just go with. I'll start Chua if he's going to be on the bench. I'll play Badi Chile. I'll throw him in. I don't care. And Thiago Silva, and then Gusto.
Yeah, I think
I'll play Caicedo. This is me being hopeful, AJ, by the way. I'll play Caicedo, Enzo, and Carney. I think that's brilliant against Fulham. That'd be nice. Pass the ball around and got a bit of strength there, got a bit of pace. And then I'll play Palmer.
My striker, bro.
There's no striker because I don't count Broza as a striker. He's a donkey, innit?
Well, you don't rate him, Broza.
I don't rate him. I rate him as if he's carrying stuff like a donkey would, but I don't rate him as
I remember when he went on loan to Southampton before they got relegated. He actually done all right.
He's good, man. He's good. It's just he tore his
again.
ACL. He
Like,
tore
has
it.
he played? Has he played 3 games in a row? Probably not.
No.
There we
He
go.
doesn't. Yeah, but Couch is right. He said something like he doesn't deserve to start.
Yeah.
Like,
I know
he's
he
not
doesn't
gonna
deserve
play.
it, but you don't have anything else. If it's him or Palmer, then just play him.
Yeah, but if he's big, like when he plays, because you watch Chelsea,
In fact, sorry to cut
He
you
can't
off.
hold
Didn't
up
you
the
sign
ball.
some 18-year-old Brazilian striker? I don't even know what his name is.
He's on the bench sometimes.
Oh,
He's
Washington.
not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Washington.
like, what's the point of buying him? Like, what's
You
going on?
seen him? We brought him on the other day. He literally looks like a kid.
That's what I mean.
Like
he's got,
literally, it's like who's this kid? Like
you guys went to the favelas and got the wrong Brazilian.
crazy,
Oh my.
bro.
Well, facts. Chris, someone responded to you earlier. They said we're bad defensively with or without Silva. None of those players are needle movers at the back, particularly under this manager. What are you saying to that? That's what you said, right?
We're bad defensively with or without Silva. So, no, he's not wrong. Like, I'm not saying Thiago Silva saves you guys, but I'm saying if Thiago Silva gets injured, it's a wrap. It's finished. If I see, like, I don't know. To be fair, actually, no. To be fair, didn't Disasi and Badiashile, aren't they both from Monaco? So I'm assuming they played together.
They should be. That should be the
But
start.
why is it they have no chemistry then?
No, he just doesn't play them.
They don't play.
Because it's part.
Yeah, but
if he uses brain,
yeah, but I'm saying I didn't watch Monaco. Did they play together at Monaco?
Yes,
I think
they
so.
actually started together. Yeah,
they played together. Yeah.
Then
and
Poch is just an idiot.
older too. He's a
That's
little.
why. That's why.
Yeah, because sometimes I see Disasi play right back, and I think, what the hell are you doing, Poch? Like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
It looks horrible.
He's horrible.
It looks so bad.
Literally, Oliver knows as well, bro. They never played together. Here's the problem. Poch, Chris, you know what's so annoying, AJ and Chris? Yeah? He actually has easy solutions to these problems.
I'm sorry. I'm actually have to say it. You know, that's why you lose.
Difficult.
I'm sorry. You're playing centre backs at right back. I'm saying it.
That's what I'm saying.
Playing centre backs at full back. Colwell and Disasi. What is
he's
that?
making it out like he's got nobody. Like he can't play no one, bro. The worst thing you could do, just play them in their position, just see what I want.
We're already losing.
I don't think you realize, like, it's not like Colwell slipped, you know. He got cooked by that Middlesbrough winger. He got cooked.
He didn't even do the guy just went in, out, crossing.
He just gave all he did was drop the shoulder, and Cole was nowhere to be seen.
Here's the thing, yeah, because we've got to have a little overview on it because we're talking about the game. Shout Oliver, another comment. They barely play to good facts. They don't. The thing is that, like, coming up to the game is like, why, AJ? Why doesn't he just play the players in the right position and just see? Just go with Chilwell at left back. Don't bring him on the bench.
You know, I know why he does it. Do you know why?
That left wing. Don't do it.
He's trying to feel special, man. He's trying to feel special.
Mums, play left back, Chilwell. Play the two centre backs before. Play Gusto. Play the midfield three, Carney, Enzo, Caicedo, and just do a Palmer, Brozier, and Sterling.
Bro, managers these days, they want to do something out of the ordinary, just to feel special. Like, oh, none of you thought of this, but I did.
You're not Pep.
It doesn't work.
You're not Pep.
If you're not Pep, then don't try anything. Just stick to the basics.
If your name's not Pep, don't be playing players out position.
I don't know if you guys have noticed. Yeah, sorry to carry on here. I don't know if you guys have noticed. Yeah, like the whole false nine thing. Yeah, I know it was Firmino started it. Yeah, but I mean, like moving away from Liverpool, like because even Liverpool got a striker now, even though he can't finish. Yeah, Nunez. But I'm saying like the whole false nine thing and the inverted wingers, inverted fullbacks. Poch started it all. Why is everybody trying to do it now? Yeah, and now, yeah, like number 9s are going to come back because of Poch, because he bought Haaland. This is the problem. Like everyone's talking about getting a striker now. Everyone's just copy and pasting Pep.
Yeah,
like, it's Pep's playground, and managers need to just wake up. Yeah, this is why I rate Klopp. Yeah, because Klopp just says, "All right, you do that. I'm just going to keep doing my overlapping fullbacks. Yeah, and fuck you up.
They're just going to outscore you. They're just going to outscore you, and that's it. Keep up with us. Like that. That's
go on, AJ.
No, that's all I had really.
Yeah, and Oliver said you asked him Poch to not start Gallagher, save your breath. No, bro. The thing is, Carney against Chris Watts West Ham game. I went live to watch West Ham Chelsea away.
He balled out.
Carney balled out. Wait,
what game was this?
It's just
are you talking about the start of the season?
Second game
when he went in and out.
Yeah, when he scored.
Yeah. And that's when he played good against Liverpool, banging up the midfield. Chelsea's team, this is why I listen to Couch, because he makes good points. Chelsea's team with no injuries, I guarantee you'd probably be top 4 right now.
Where did he
Or top
play in
five.
that game, by the way?
Just off
Sorry.
talent. Just off
No,
talent.
because not even that, AJ. When we've
No, but
seen
Carney,
individuals play,
was he playing on a wing? Sorry. Was he
no,
playing
no,
on a
he
wing?
play, no,
He
he
played in the
played.
midfield 3, I believe, or the 10, basically. Yeah.
And guess what,
Oh.
Chris? Funny enough, that was one of Enzo's best games.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. To be fair,
Coincidence, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't have injuries and people play in their best position. And guess what happens, AJ? You get performances. Because remember that game, everyone was on to Enzo because he missed the pen.
Yep.
And I think it was like an assist.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
You get in those positions, you must have been doing something, right? Surely.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
people are too quick to blame and point fingers at players. Maybe it's just the manager messing up.
That's what I was
And
saying.
yes, the injuries.
That was actually good scouting. That signing.
We was
When you
not
signed him from
complaining
Villa.
about Enzo.
Yeah.
We were never complaining about Enzo until 3 months into the season when the shit just started kicking in.
Just so you know
But
that
shout out
most
7 people in here. Highest amount of people.
No,
in here.
Oliver's right. Oliver's right. Conor Gallagher
Yeah.
is Chelsea's McTominay. He is. He's not going anywhere.
8 people in here now. I don't know why it's gone up all of a sudden, but yeah, make sure you like, subscribe,
Like and
follow all the
subscribe.
man there.
Hit them likes.
Appreciate another comment coming in here. Appreciate everyone joining.
The Beautiful Game. That's a funny name.
Yeah. Come on, the Chelsea boys, come on. But yeah, we still got a bit more to go because it's quite a good stream. But on that, yeah, like the boys, like maybe it's just the injuries. I know we're supposed to do the previews, but we've gone on time. Maybe, Chris. Maybe
I don't like to blame injuries.
Maybe it just is.
I can acknowledge it. Like you can't ignore
Chelsea's
it.
team. You know what I don't like, AJ? Yeah? Even though I'm waffling and I'm like, Poch this. If we had our best 11, I don't think he'd be playing Cole at left back. I don't think he'd be playing the Sasha right back. He wouldn't. So I've got to be nice and be like, you know what? Maybe you're trying to do things different because you don't trust the man like Matson. Maybe Couch is right. And maybe he just doesn't trust him.
And I'm cool with that. But when we're into month 2, month 3, month 4 of it, and it's still not working, I'm not cool with it no more. You know? Yeah. So that's the only thing. Because again, if all of our players are fit, you saw that list. Those are good players. Those are top players, you know. Those are not.
Honestly, I think the only bad miss from that list, I know it sounds like I'm exaggerating, but I feel like if you just had Nkunku from the start, a lot of these problems are solved.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Even if Poch
when you signed him, I was so worried. I was like, oh my god, you actually got Nkunku. I was like, how? And then
creative.
He hasn't played one. He played one game and now he's got a hip injury. Like, how?
He played
and he scored. I swear he scored when he came in his first game, didn't he?
Yeah,
bro, he came on.
He came on and scored.
He scored straight away.
Yeah.
He was already the best player on the pitch, and he was on there for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I was like, crazy.
He got one in there. Everyone was like, "What? He's just that good. He just scored." And
he's not injury prone though. He's not injury prone. Where's this coming from?
There's an issue. I think AJ wasn't there, but I told Couch and a few of the man them last week. Lennon came. Have you seen Aaron Lennon's documentary or interview with Ferdinand?
Training.
I haven't seen it now.
Basically, AJ knows. He basically discussed how, like, when Poch came in, because obviously he was there when Poch was there the last season. Poch got rid of him. He said the training methods were mad. They went from that training during the week 3 times a week to training like 5 times a week. And then one of the sessions were like chill ones, but they would train back-to-back hard sessions 3 days in the week. And as a result of that, what do you think happened? People picked up like muscular injuries, innit?
Loads of people though, like Klopp done that, Ten Hag's done it. I think he's just trying to get the players to adjust to high intensity.
You know, and the thing is, big up Don as well. Big up Don, my brother.
Big up.
Chill, leaves a little comment. We'll read that one out quickly. Chill started 5 games, if you remember correctly. Only one of those was left back.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh my god, I remember that. No, he's right. I remember you was playing him left wing, weren't you?
This is what I'm saying, AJ.
Yeah,
these solutions, Chris, even as a rival fan, these solutions, they're not that difficult. It's not like he needs to change up some next formula and make Nkunku play some next role.
If Oliver's right, do you know what makes this scary though? Because we all saw how good Cole was at Brighton, and he was playing left centre back. So what makes you think that your ideas are better than De Zerbi's? Respectfully, Poch. Like, look at the table.
If you're not Pep, you ain't Pep.
I mean, De Zerbi just played. You know what De Zerbi did? Like, he literally did what you're saying, Ches. He didn't do anything that incredible. All he did was put Cole in his position. That's it. Mm-hmm. That's all he did.
Exactly, AJ. His style of play is his style of play. And then what he does is, when he gets new players or players get sold, he puts it different. He puts them in. All right. Caicedo's gone. Chris, what's that new guy's name? If you know
Baleba.
ball. There you
Baleba.
know ball. Put with you, AJ. Right, Caicedo's gone. You just go in there.
It's a
That's it.
system.
Right,
It's a
you're
system.
gone. You're just gonna go in there. Guess what? Cucurella, you're gone. Estepina, you go
Go.
in.
Easy.
Yeah?
Perfect.
Yeah.
And they all look better than the players we bought.
Guess what? Sanchez, see ya. See ya.
Well, I don't know his name's like Verbruggen or something. And
But even still with Meady, he came in and did a job.
he did. I'm seeing Steele play out from the back.
But my issue is, Poch, we hear the injuries. I'm here with you. I'm literally saying if we didn't have injuries and you still did your dodgy stuff, I still don't think we'll be 10th. I think we'll be about 8th.
Again.
You know, 7th.
I like
AJ, I
that.
said about
What did you
7.
say?
I said, even with Potts doing his left wing Chilwell nonsense, Colwell at left back, if we had a fully fit squad, I don't think we'd be 10th. I think we'd be like 7th.
They still
8th,
figure
maybe.
it out. They'll still figure it
Be
out.
around Man United, maybe better than Man United. But
So are you telling me that Chilwell was playing left wing and someone else was playing left back at the same time?
Yes.
So we had Colwell at left back.
He was playing. He was playing Chilwell as a marauding like left wing back.
He
And
does
he
this.
Was it a 5 at the back thing?
Yeah, like he was really playing 5. More
Basically.
midfielders. No,
He does this 4 center back.
yeah,
There's 4 in the back that turns into a 3 with Chilwell bombing up forward. You know, it's basically a back 5.
He tried to be special again. This is what I mean.
That's
he's just trying to be Pep. Just stop, man.
Just stop, man. Just put the players on the pitch and play.
Just do the
mean?
basics.
Even with Man United, yeah, like I know this is about Chelsea, but even with Man United, like it made me think. I saw it the other day, yeah. Like I'm not saying they're the same level at all, yeah. Just let me land in it. But Kobe Mainoo plays exactly like Frankie de Jong. He does. Yeah, so it made me think. Maybe, just maybe, if we gave him the players he wanted in the first place, we never would have had any problems because we're actually playing good now. I mean, we was shit for 18 months. So maybe the same thing with Chelsea. If you just put the players on the pitch in the right positions, you just might play well.
You guys should
have trying this nonsense.
De Jong was a perfect fit for you guys. Why didn't you get him?
We didn't get. That's a
negotiation.
How long have you got? How long have you got? I'll be here all day. But we found Mainoo by accident. But my point is basically is just that like once Ten Hag actually got the player, the profile of player he wanted, yeah. All of a sudden now I can see exactly what we want to do.
Yeah.
Even if it's slow. But with Poch, I can't believe I'm saying this because if I can tell you exactly what he wanted to do at Southampton, exactly what he wanted to do at Tottenham. I ain't got a Scooby Doo what he's trying to do at Chelsea. I don't know what he's trying to do, despite injuries. I mean, like, because even at Tottenham, yeah, this guy had the meatiest back 4 and was still playing good football. I don't know what you're doing at Chelsea. Like, this guy had like Eric Dyer, an old Vertonghen, an old Alderweireld.
Well, it's not even that. Let's use recent form. Man United is still above us. How?
I mean, even Postecoglou, he went to Man City with Emerson Royale at centre back and Ben Davies. So I don't want to hear anything from Poch. I actually don't want to hear it. He went to the
I've got 2 comments here.
Let me, my bad, John. I mean, Chez, let me just tell you, Chris, there's a Chelsea stat of this season that we have not gone into. Well, it's changed now since the Borough game, but before that, we didn't go into halftime losing a game. But we have, yes, we didn't go into halftime losing a game this whole season up until Borough. But we have over 11. We have over 11 losses this year.
I was about to say, so did you lose all your games in the second half?
All of the games in the second half.
It's mentality.
That's the manager.
Yeah, it's management.
Yeah, that's true. When you put it like that, you're basically saying that at half time, Poch does not have a clue what to change.
He doesn't do enough. Like, he's not talking. He's having a motivating. The poor subs, poor timing with the subs, tactics.
I didn't know that. Wow.
It's an insane.
It's a football, yeah.
Like that before.
Football, if you played it, whether it's a game, whether you played it in real life, whether you managed, football is actually a very small margin sport. You don't actually need to do a lot. Like if you think about Klopp, yeah, Klopp tactically isn't like crazy. He doesn't do some next but what he has, yeah, he has a good like mentality, he has a good ethos, a good press, stuff like this. Things that are more easy to like install, right? It's not some crazy like, oh, you go here. Yeah, Mane, I want you to come around this place. And Salah's, it's just, he has a set of way he plays, and he does it, and then it bangs or it doesn't. And if he wants to change the play,
literally inverted, getting behind, overlapping.
That's it.
Midfields, attackers, and defend. Innit? Do both. That's it.
Exactly. I've got a few comments here. I'd love for the comments, child, man. Them. You can't run the injury excuse from a losing to 14-play championship. Middlesbrough, who had 12 injuries to themselves and picked up 2 in the game itself. Facts.
Oh my days, they
London
had
says-
12 injuries before playing.
Yeah.
But that wasn't their first team, and they won.
No, there wasn't, no.
Bro,
London says he watched Chill at left wing against Liverpool, missed a blinder right next to Alisson instead of rassing it, then persisted. So, Chris, you remember that one where
I remember that. Yeah, I actually remember that.
Yo, let's have a
I
moment
saw
of
that.
silence.
As soon as you said that, as soon as that happened, I was like, get this guy off the pitch, get him off.
I can't lie. It's on a social show. That just got me triggered. What the fuck are you doing?
The thing is, I don't even rate Chilwell like that.
Idiot.
I don't even
Just
rate Chilwell like that, you know.
me either.
Oh,
But
There's a lot of
that's
Chelsea
why it
fans
falls on
do.
the
he's the best of a
players.
bad bunch. You know what I mean? The same way I don't
You know,
rate Luke
today's
Shaw.
stream has been on Poch, yeah? We
Luke
haven't
Shaw
been
and
on the
Chilwell
players,
are
have we?
overrated. Just putting it out
Because
there.
today's stream has not been about the players. It's mainly been on the manager,
Yeah.
misprofile, and da-da-da. But if we're gonna quickly touch on the players, that's an example of like just brain dead. Like,
No.
just
You know
shoot.
what? No, you're right. Sometimes I will say one thing though about Poch, innit? Right? And it's the same with Ten Hag. Sometimes when you lose, sometimes I don't care what anyone says, you just cannot blame the manager. Sometimes the guys on the pitch are just idiots. Like I know it's like
the other day.
that's what I'm saying. Like the Middlesbrough game, Palmer should have, even if he scores 1, the game ends 1-1. I rate Palmer. How the hell are you missing all 3? Come on, G.
Yeah, he should have scored. But we didn't create a lot of those chances, and that's the one problem that I have with that Middlesbrough. It was off of turnovers and interceptions.
No, but still, AJ,
He should score.
Liverpool, Man City. The reason why they're the best teams, is because Chris, you watch Liverpool, I watch Liverpool. Do they play the best every week?
No.
They were losing to Fulham.
Are they
You know they
9
were
out of
losing,
10 every
right?
single half?
They were losing to Fulham and came back at 1-2-1.
And guess
You
what?
guys could never go
Guess
1-0
what?
down and come back.
Exactly.
Never.
Jones gets
Never.
the shot deflected.
Hell
That's
no.
the kind of luck you need. You know
Hell
what I'm saying?
Nah.
Oliver then replies to Don and says, Don, remember the Luton game where he tried to square the ball?
Remember Sterling? Sterling missed the free square too. He tried
Oh, you see that one? You see that one?
It's
I
Sterling's done it
swear.
like twice.
I swear on my
Sterling's done it
life.
like
That's the worst play I've ever seen, bro. I've ever seen.
Sterling, has done that more than once. Hey, you remember Man United, Chris? The Man United game when he had to square it to Jackson? Yeah. Chris is like that. AJ, you know?
Yeah, I remember.
All he had to do
PSD.
was literally run a few more yards.
Wait, can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, but-
but you know.
Oh, okay.
Chris, remember Man United game, Jackson's through with Sterling. Sterling gets the ball. All he has to do, little bit of space, tap it to the right. Jackson's attacking. What does he do? He overruns it. AJ.
It's sad,
And then
bro.
he done the same thing against Newcastle in the cup. Pass to Nkuku. Overruns it.
Basic plays.
Basic stuff.
These are professionals. This guy is earning
Basic.
300 plus thousand a week, and you missing that? Come on, man. Poch can't help that.
He can't, but like I said, I don't know something to Chris say because he's in the stream soon. But in next 2 minutes. But what does Oliver say? Talking about Chilwell in the above comment. Oh yeah, I know it's Pete. And he says Sterling plays like an under 21 player at times. Nah, Oliver, he actually does. That's the problem. He just moves like an idiot. Like what? You know what it is? It's a perfect end. I don't know if I've got any. We'll just touch on it. We'll just do score predictions before we go. But AJ, on our last little bit before we go, it's just Chris is back now, which is good.
I don't know, but I was just gonna say, if that's me, I promise you, he's getting subbed off. The next I'm not even just saying that to be reactionary. Like, you need to let players know that can't run. You know what I mean? The only way that's allowed to happen is if you bag. You know what I mean? You need to be that confident that you score. He didn't have one. He had 2 players he could have passed to.
Chris, I mentioned to AJ, Chris, the Man United game. Did you watch the Newcastle game in the cup where he squared to Nkuku, overruns it? Man United game, overruns it. Wolves game didn't pass.
God. I forgot about
What are you doing? And the thing is, they're the same position. So
that's why you got.
Poch is doing the right thing, though. Poch is putting
9 points.
Yeah, but that's why if you don't, he's right. It's 9 points. That's why, technically, like you could argue that Mudryk just deserves to play, even though he's not good too, because Sterling's not done anything any worse, any better. I mean,
He only got this new free kick shit that I don't know where the hell he's getting that from.
Yeah,
all of a sudden,
all of a sudden he's scoring free kicks. What the hell, man?
What scored like 2 free kicks
like
this
the
season
weirdest
out
shit
of
to
nowhere.
see, bro.
Yeah.
And they're actually good free kicks as well.
He's an odd one out, that Sterling, man. Back post merchant at Man City, bro.
This guy will miss a tapping sitter and he'll score like a 28-yard free kick against fucking Pope, who's at 6'6". It makes no sense.
What the hell?
Banger. You still lost that game though, innit? I swear, like 5-1 or something.
Got cooked out.
I think before you went, because you had the perfect ending, it was like there's a lot going on at Chelsea. But what I would say is that like there's small things that need to change. Like just play people in a position, change it with tactics a little bit. We're not asking for wholesale changes.
The main thing is just play people in their positions and give them a run of games.
See how it goes,
despite injuries. You know what I mean, even if you play your B team for 5 games in a row, I'm sure by the 6th, 7th game you actually play good football. You know what I mean,
100%. And let's touch on this game. Facts. So we touch on this game quickly. Chelsea, Fulham, AJ. What's the score prediction? What do you think it's going to be? We'll start. I think next week we'll start doing like a. As we're getting more viewers now, we'll start doing competition and have prizes and stuff at the end of the season. We'll start doing the rota. Main people jump up. But go on, give me your score prediction for this game.
I think it's going to be a tough game, you know. But I think we'll. I'm gonna say 1-0 Chelsea.
1-0.
Who's scoring?
That's your good guess is as good as mine, bro. I have no clue who scores for this team.
Own goal.
Some bullshit.
Yeah. Deflected own goal. 100%.
Or penalty. You know the one.
Some embarrassing goal.
Dodgy dive from Sterling.
Some shit where we just like, what the hell is that? Well,
that was funny though. When Sterling tried to take the pen and Enzo was like, just give the ball to Palmer. Move. That was funny. That was funny.
He was not at it. I'm just saying, we can say it now. If I see Sterling do another 1-on-1 like that, that's it. Sell him. Like in January, by the way. Like I'm just funny enough,
January, I don't know about January.
There's actually links saying we're actually looking to sell him as well. There's links saying we're going to sell him in January.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's so.
To who? Who the hell would want him?
Anybody would want him. It's not 300 racks a week. He's not a bad footballer. He's not worth 300k.
I could see him leaving in the summer because he kind of doesn't fit the philosophy of the team anymore.
But for what Prem team though? Like who?
I think he'll probably leave the Premier now.
Yeah, he has to leave.
He probably rates himself because he's not old. He's only like 29. But yeah, Chris, give me your score prediction for this game. Who's scoring? How do you think it's going to go?
2-1. I said.
You said 2-1.
To Fulham though, not to you.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, you're not winning.
Hey,
you're not winning.
He needs that for United. He needs that for United. That's why.
Yeah, I need that. We ain't beating.
We on their ass, even though we suck.
Yeah, word. I don't know how. I looked at the table. I was like, how?
Scariest stat. Yeah, I know it's 9 points. They're 9 points behind Arsenal. You know, that to me just sounds crazy.
He's not that good this year. I'm not gonna. That's my.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna.
Behind Arsenal.
I don't even want to talk about Arsenal, but I'm not gonna lie. I posted something on TikTok. I might have to delete it or just post an apology because I was like, after the Liverpool game, I was like, I can finally accept Arsenal. I'll take it back. Arteta's an idiot for 2 reasons. For 2 reasons only. Yeah. First of all, go get a damn striker. I don't care who it is. Get anyone. Yeah. In fact, not even that. How you could have got Tony. I don't care. You could have. You spent 75 million on Havertz. That's on you. You know what I mean? But the worst one for me is, I promise you, they would not have lost. I swear my life, they would not have lost to Liverpool if they didn't send Tierney out on loan and got that bum Zinchenko off the pitch. He got cooked. He's got cooked twice. It happened last season as well. Like,
he's meant to me.
It's just like Arteta's a very good manager, but he's like Ten Hag. He stinks at identifying talent. Them 2 managers should not be allowed to sign any players. The only exception out of both of them is probably Lissandro, and we didn't even want him. We wanted Timber, and look at him. His knees, his kneecaps are made out of pretzels. He played 1 game for Arsenal, and now he's out for the season. Imagine we had him.
That's true. Okay, so on that, what's the score prediction for Man United versus Spurs? Top 6 clash. I think the Spurs win.
Who did we play last? Who did we play last in the Prem? Who did we play?
I think you lost to Forest. 2-1.
We lost to Forest, didn't we?
So you kind of need to bounce back, to be honest, because you're gonna get dragged into mid-table. No cap. Like, if you don't win,
Tottenham are on an all-time high right now. You know, they just done some good business. Somehow they got Eric Dyer out the club.
fun fact.
You know what?
They've got
a new striker, Timo Werner.
The things with me is I'm a realist team, but I'm not just gonna blindly say, we're gonna win every week. So I'm not gonna lie. But this game's gonna have hella goals in it, at least 4. And I don't think it's going in our favor. I'm scared. I think we'll lose like 3-2.
Bro,
I think we'll lose. The only reason I think we'll lose is because Tottenham's attack's better than ours. We'll get the same amount of chances and they'll score theirs and we won't. That's what's gonna happen.
We'll come back here on Sunday. We'll talk.
I hope I'm wrong though. Like I don't even like saying Tottenham to win come out my mouth. But Postecoglou, you can't ignore it. You actually can't.
Who's home?
Yeah, true.
We're at home.
Okay.
That's the only reason why we might have a chance.
Space, though. There's a lot of space at your field.
This is what I mean, man.
There's a lot of
definitely. I'll say this though: if we do win, Tottenham will definitely score first, and then we'll wake up at halftime.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. AJ, quickly give me a Man United Spurs preview.
I'm gonna go 2-2. Nice tie.
That's a good shout, to be fair.
Nice tie. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Chelsea Fulham. I think it will end in a draw. I think we 1-1, which will literally be mid-table. We are mid-table. And then Man United Spurs, I feel like the high line will benefit Man United. So I think we'll actually win. I think he'll win 2-1. So I'm going to go 2-1 Man United. I think the high line, Rashford, Garnacho, and the man will exploit it.
Depends what our front three is, to be fair.
Yeah. But yeah. It's been a good stream.
Yes,
Don't forget to follow the TikTok. Also, Chris's TikTok's in the description. FOOTY Sage.
Road to 10K.
Road to 10Ks and 7,500 followers. So follow him up. Obviously, AJ. Johnson, GNA. It's part of the Mandem, the Chelsea chat cohort. So give him a follow as well on all his socials down below. And then we're back on Sunday. Yeah, we're back on Sunday, another live with the Mandem, who is active. Again, previewing the games. And shout out the live. Obviously, we increased our views from last week, so I really appreciate everyone here. On the playback, I'll try and get everyone. And that's it. In a bit. Peace.
Big up.
Peace.